Hi, Bill here. Today I'll be reviewing funki3D's 3D printed Stargate Atlantis, the city of Atlantis. There we go there, and it is small scale, and that is that. Now it's grayscale, obviously you can see it, but that's it there. It's actually pretty detailed when you hold it up like this. It's amazing how detailed it actually is. They've got some detail on it. Now there is imperfections in it, especially around about the central spire, before you decide to buy this. You can get, obviously being 3D printed, you can get it, I'll just ground it, scaled up, but it does, the bigger it goes, it comes in several parts, but I think they say they glue it together. You know, it won't come in several parts. Depends how big you want to go with it. But I got it at this size. You see the size of my hand. I got it this scale size. So I think that's it. They say it's medium, but actually it's smaller than what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a wee bit bigger than this. But yeah, you see the detail on it there. It looks really cool. I've obviously taken it from the model we used on the show. But these connecting spires are very thin. You feel as if you're going to break them just by dropping the model. It's very light. It's absolutely super light. You'd not, obviously the bigger you go, the heavier it will be. But I think the bigger ones, they did say it would come in several pieces, so you've got to, I think they glue them together. I'm not sure if you glue them or they glue them. Depends how big you want to go. But I can hold it like that because it's very light and you can see it. But it looks really cool. Now I'll show you the imperfection. I think you saw it there. Yeah, that tower there. I don't know if it'll focus on it. I don't know if I can focus on it. It might not focus on it. There it is, because it'll focus in the background. You can see that's rough looking at that scale. If it was bigger, it might have done a cleaner job, but because it's that small, it's a bit rough looking. I think that comes across in the camera. I've tried to only the camera, hopefully the camera only focuses on it and doesn't focus in the background. That's why I had to have it down there like that. But you can see it is rough looking for that tower. But I mean, to get a model of this, because you can't officially get one, there's no Airfix kit type models out there of it. You've got to get one 3D printed. The other thing is down there is it's not painted up. I'd have preferred it was painted up. And that scale, you couldn't really put a puddle jumper, even a tiny one. It was the size of a pinhead. You need it to go bigger, and the bigger you go, the bigger the jumper could be. So with this scale, you'd be getting a jumper the size of a pinhead, so it's not really worth it putting a jumper in there. But there's some really nice details on it. I'm surprised even at this scale how much details went into the actual. Even the city blocks there, even the towers have got detail on them. The lines on them like the tower should have and all that. It's really cool. I mean, it is kind of flash, and it is these central things there where my finger's pointing are kind of that link to the tower, kind of rough, and you are going to get some flash. When they're printed it, there is bits of flash that you can have to take some snips and snip them away. So it might be a little bit of work you have to do when you get the 3D model. But yeah, that central tower bit would probably be, I don't even know, focus in on that, it might not. It's looking rough, but the bigger it goes, the better the cleaner it's going to look. But even so, it's still a great looking model. It is very light. That's even holding it there. I know it's delicate, but it shows I can hold it there like that without it collapsing or putting any stress on it because it's very, very light. I'll show the underneath of it. Let's imagine this flying through space. That's it there. There is a little tiny thing in the centre that I'll try and bring up. There's a little triangle thing. It's a little pattern in the bottom there. And there's even patterns on the edge end of them for some weird reason. There's patterns on it there. I don't know if that's just the way it's supposed to be or what. There's even a pattern on that. You can see, looks weird. But there we go, that's it. It'd be cool if it managed to pattern in some star drive engines in the bottom. But they haven't done that. Maybe in the bigger model they put more detail into it, I don't know, a bigger scale, or it just looks the same. But that's it, it's looking really, really cool. I love it. It looks like one of these kind of board game type pieces that you would get, wouldn't it? If it had a Stargate Atlantis board game type piece, you could put it on there and have it, because you get these little 3D pieces that you can use as for a board game or an RPG game or something. Tabletop RPG game type thing. It looks like you would get something. It would be nice for something like that if there was such a thing. But yeah, it is lacking paint. It is grayscale. There is an imperfection with the tower there. There is flash on it. The things leading up to the columns leading up to the central tower and the little columns are delicate and they are rough looking. Yeah, it does have its imperfections, unfortunately, if you're a perfectionist. And you might not want, this might not be for you, but for anyone else it does look pretty cool. And it's Stargate Atlantis. It's a bit oof. Because again, unless I'm correct, you can't really, well, I might leave the chat open because it isn't really a toy. It's a model, display model. So you might correct me in the chat if you're able to, that there might be an official model of this. I'm not aware of one, but you know, an actual physical model, not a 3D CG model for games or mods or whatever. But I'm talking about a physical one. I'm holding my hand just now, but an actual licensed production model, but I don't know if there's such a thing. All I know is this. It does look really cool, that angle. I love it. I love it. But I'm surprised even at that scale, they've got a lot of detail in. Yeah, it would be great if it was painted up. I don't know if they paint it up. Obviously, that's added extra to the cost, but this scale, oh, I mean, you know, getting into the tiny wee bits there, the bigger you go, you probably could get it painted up. But small, you've got to get in there and be very intricate. So I don't know how well whoever the creator would be able to do that. I don't know. Or the company, if it's a company, would be able to do that, get in there and detail it to that level if it's this scale. But bigger, easier, this scale might be more tricky. I don't know, you'd have to even get the top bit there. You can get little round pieces on top of the thing there. Pity there wasn't, well, there's no helicopter, but aye, you see them there. But aye, it looks really, really cool. I know I've said that about 100 times in the video already, but to have something like this, it's just amazing. But yeah, you get the imperfections with the rough and the flash and the tower. Again, I can only say it about 1,000 million times till I'm blue in the face that the bigger scale it would be, the better that would look. It would probably look better. Probably more. It would come out better. But there we go. So that has been, I'll put it down there. Oh, what I will do is scale it next to, obviously, this is not accurate, but I'll put him in again and scale it with that. So it is pretty small. If that's a Legends class size figure, it is pretty small. Okay. Aye, so that's that. Aye, that's way off a scale. He would be gigantic. So the other thing I'll put it next to, scale it next to, again it's not in scale, is the Gallifrey Citadel. Again, I know it's a citadel, it's massive, it's a city, but I don't think it's to scale. I just thought I'd put that in there anyway. So there we go. It'd be cool if that was golden and shiny like that, but I know that's not supposed to be the colour of the Stargate, but and the colour of Atlantis, but it'd be cool if it came in a golden colour, shiny colour. But anyway, that has been Funky, and there's funki3D there, and there's the address of where to go to, and you can see them on, and they do have an eBay page, and they've got Etsy as well. Hold on, I'll clear that up. They've got eBay, they're on Etsy, and there's the information there. Okay, just go to their eBay page, find them on there, and that's where you'll get this. So go there to find that and other items that they have. They have other Stargate Atlantis ships, but they're all grayscale. There's nothing in painted up. I think you've got to open a dialogue to get them to paint it, but it's going to up the cost. Just be wary of that. Okay, that's been it. So I do have other items, 3D printed items coming. There's another golden item coming, which I'm not going to say what it is, but no, it's not Doctor Who, it's something else. But and I've got another UFO type thing coming. I think I said it in my UFO video. It's the Invaders television series, the old television series. That's the UFO from that. It lights up. I'm waiting on that. But I think I said that on my UFO, that triangle light up UFO. I think I said that I was going to get the Invaders UFO anyway, so I kind of revealed that there in that video. So that's coming as well, but God knows when. It's supposed to arrive today, but the courier I contacted, I said Saturday to arrive, to come, but he hasn't appeared yet. Whether he comes later in the day after this video's done, I don't know. If he is, that video will be up today. If not, it'll be a later time. So I've got that coming, and I've got the Buzzwilly Bumblebee Origin coming. You know, it looks like the little saucer car is Cybertronian mode. I got it from Kapow Toys, but God knows where it is. There's nothing about a shipping date for it yet. I did pre-order it, so I don't know when it's going to arrive. So I'm waiting on that as well. So that's all the items so far I'm getting, and that is me. Okay, so this has been quite a long video, so I better end it there. So again, cool. You're going to get it grayscale, but the other items on there are grayscale too. So unless you open a dialogue and want it painted and it's going to cost you more, I don't know. That's between you and the people that create these things. So that's a dialogue between yourselves and these people if you want it painted up or whatever, or larger scale or whatever. Okay, so that's that. So that again, that's been funki3D's 3D print of Stargate Atlantis. Okay, thank you. Bye for now.